Multiply radicals. We're going to look at two problems. This first one, we have square root of 3 times a binomial. What you want to do here is distribute the square root of 3 to each of these. So it's going to be square root of 3 times 2. Then you have this minus sign. And square root of 3 times square root of 6. Now if you have a number outside of the root, it's usually written in front. So we can write that one as 2 times the square root of 3. In this one, we can write this as 1 square root with the inside being 3 times 6, which will give you 18. So that's going to be minus square root of 18. Now you got to be careful because square root of 18 can be simplified because 9 can go into 18, which is a square factor. Square root of 9 is 3. So we can then proceed to break this one up. I'm going to write the square root of 9 first. And then I can write square root of 9 as 3. These do not match. You cannot subtract those. So this would be considered simplified at that point. That is multiplying a monomial by a binomial containing radicals. Now we have this one. This is a binomial squared. That means, well, one way to do it is to write it twice and then multiply it. Common mistake I see is squaring those guys. You can't do that when there's a plus in there. You can only do that when it's multiplied. But this is a plus sign. We have a binomial. It's squared. Write it twice and then multiply it out. All right, the way we can do this is we can take this 3 and distribute it. 3 times 3 gives you 9. And then 3 times square root of 5, I'm going to write the 3 in front of square root of 5. And then you want to distribute this one, square root of 5 times 3. I'm going to put the 3 in front again. And then square root of 5 times square root of 5, you can write that as square root of 25. Or just 5. Now these both have a square root of 5. You can treat these as like terms. So we can combine those to get 6 square root of 5. And this, of course, is 5. Even though the 9 and the 5 are far away from each other, you can add them together to get 14. So we have 14 plus 6 times square root of 5. Now remember, order of operations, you have to do multiplication before any adding or subtracting. So do not add the 14 and the 6 together. You can't do that. They're not like terms. You have to keep it like this. This one is now considered simplified.